Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Yo, hey man, check it, man. Make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel, man. Boss Talk 101, tapping in one time, man. Man, look, it's not quieting down at all. Tony Buzbee, man. Yeah, he was charged today, man, and TMZ reported it, and I'll read it. It say Tony Buzbee, the high-profile attorney who filed multiple lawsuits against Diddy and one against Jay-Z, is now accused of infecting a woman he dated with a venereal disease. According to a new suit filed in New York Supreme Court, the accuser, identified as Jane Doe, says Buzbee has taken advantage of her since 2018 when they first met during an online conversation. He says after the performance, the woman says Buzbee booked a room at a 5-star hotel where he seduced her. The two allegedly had sexual intercourse without Buzbee revealing he had a venereal disease, which is not specifically named in the suit. The woman says after she left the hotel the next day, she started to feel uncomfortable sensations around her groins, prompting her to meet with a doctor who tested her and determined she had a sexually transmitted disease from her encounter with Buzbee. Man, there it is, guys. So here you have it, man. A woman done stepped forth and says she's accusing Buzbee now, who has been really doing these charges and allegations against Diddy and Jay-Z. So it's crazy, man, and it's going down. And I got a guy who can really help me understand this thing. My guy, OG PIRU, is in the building. Marv, what's going on, Ayatollah?
Man, I told you when this first started, these ambulance chasers, this guy, but I don't know how many sexually transmitted diseases he done gave, but he need to get a sexually transmitted disease with the state bar. Jay-Z, with all the money he got, he needs to file charges because look, in the sovereign state of Texas, I know it's strict, but in California, let me tell you a penal code. In the California penal code on the Bar Association, it's called bad faith. With a lawyer generally referred to a situation, attorney acts dishonestly or unfairly with intentional disregard. It says that any time that a lawyer misleads, misrepresents in bad faith, including misleading the court or using bad common sense. Rule 333, candor toward the tribute. A lawyer's duty is not only to false statements to a court, which include presenting false evidence or misleading the court on material facts. It is a lawyer's duty in dealing with a client to do due diligence and get backgrounding information. 12102 says a lawyer must clearly communicate and represent to avoid any conflict of interest or considered a fact. Now, in this, Buzbee solicited. A client didn't come to him. He made an advertisement when this first happened. What you call in California, an ambulance chaser. He put out to the world, anybody that wants it, whatever you say, I'm going to file charges. That's misleading. He didn't do a background check on this, bro. Jay-Z needs to file charges on him with take his bar license, take his driver's license, take his wedding license, take every license.
Oh, man, OG, take everything.
Everything. This Caucasian thought that you could do anything you wanted to a Negro and it'd be all right. Texas, y'all can't do that.
Watch yourself now. Watch yourself. This is Tony Buzbee. It's Tony Buzbee. But let me read what Tony Buzbee did clap back. His statement. He says Tony Buzbee says the smear campaign continues. That's what he said. Today I was sued yet again by a lawyer affiliated with the same lawyers I faced in the Diddy litigation. The conspiracy to discredit me and intimidate me from pursuing claims in the Diddy litigation has at this point become criminal. This latest case, like the others, is frivolous, laughable, and ridiculous, and will be dismissed like the others. It now seems that every other day there is another false claim filed, all of which are being ginned up by individuals working on behalf of one in concert with the Rock Nation and Diddy interests. This latest one is probable false with literally no factual basis or merit whatsoever. Prior to filing in, the lawyer demand of $20 million from me, claiming that if I didn't pay, he would trash my reputation, despite being shown that his client's wild claims could not be true. We won't just sit back and allow this criminality to continue. We have reported this conduct to the relevant legal authorities, and we will be filing our own cases against those behind this to put a stop to it once and for all. So what Buzbee is saying is that this is a counterclaim pretty much against the fact that he did what he did with Diddy. Am I correct?
Wait a minute. Ain't that the pot calling the skillet black? Ain't that what the fuck he did? He done made false claims. He started. And you think just because he white, he gonna get away with it?
Man,
black people.
Listen, he says Rock Nation and Diddy interest is what caused all of this.
Well, he's the one caused it because he didn't have to open his white mouth. Don't he have some white client that he could have filed charges against?
Well, do you think that this is a smear campaign against Tony Buzbee?
Tony Buzbee need to lose every license he got. He's an Amalek. He's a liar. He's the epitome of what white America does to black people. Think that you can do something and then hide your hand and act like you're the victim?
Wow. Man, Tony Buzbee said this got to be stopped once and for all.
Tony Buzbee gonna get stopped. Tony done bit off more than he could chew.
So do you think that he's seen this happening this way? He didn't see them coming back at him?
Just like Jay-Z them said, that he figured just because they was black, that they would do an out-of-court settlement. They thought they was going to do some PDD shit. I bet you if we searched his cases, he never have a case that was litigated for more than $1 million if he got $1 million. I believe if we go in a background check, Tony Buzbee is a low-class, poor patty trying to make a reputation off of somebody else.
OG say a poor patty, man. Listen, man.
A poor patty.
Well, it says that, he says that this is not the first time that he's been charged. So evidently he has I think the other day he was charged before. They're coming at him because one of the things that popped up was the fact that they brought his old mugshot up where he was drunk. They caught him on a drunkard case. So he got old drunkard mugshot that everybody's floating. It's resurfaced now. It's everywhere. Everybody's looking at it. People are laughing, saying that this is a joke. People are counting him as a joke when they look at it.
See, he didn't think all this was going to come up. He don't think Negroes can hire attorneys. But I still say Jay-Z need to go to his attorneys. Just go on to the fact that man disregarded the due diligence and the creed for a lawyer on honesty and making false allegations to the court. And then that 37-year-old, I told you from the beginning, did not say it was a white lady.
Yeah, it was a white lady. She's 38 now.
Well, 38, 108, 98. They need to sue her and her whole family. Put them back in the trailer park too.
Well, I think because it seemed like she came across a little slow. I know her dad said he didn't want no parts of this, and he didn't remember.
Dad don't want no part because it's a lie. And Tony Buzbee thought just because she was white, it would bring some weight into it. But Jay-Z, doing what he do, he know he never was dealing with Puffy like that. Tony Buzbee didn't even go to do any background checks. He thought all Negroes look alike to him. That's the sad part. Wow. He should pay for it dearly, just like we have to pay for stuff. He should get everything taken from him. And if Jay-Z does not do it to the maximum, I can't call him that, right?
No, you can't call him that.
Get daddy, get that.
Well, I can tell you right now, man, OG, I appreciate you for calling in, man. And one thing I want to say, guys, I want to ask y'all to get in the comments. Let us know if you agree with OG PIRU. Should Tony Buzbee be disbarred? for this situation that has now coming at him. And do you agree with Tony Buzbee? Is this a smear campaign from Jay-Z's side? I mean, you say it's too.
Nobody knowing how is it a smear campaign? The only reason I say take his license and sue him for everything because we can't hang him. I never known a black man to be able to hang a white man.
Well, is this a smear campaign from Diddy's side and Rock Nation becomes a question. And also, do you agree with OG PIRU that he should be disbarred? Let us know in the comments. Let us know. This is Boss Talk 101 review where the bosses talk.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.